The USS Chehalis was commissioned on 5 December 1944 in Savage, Minnesota, as a 4,130-ton displacement U.S. Navy Patapsco-class gasoline tanker ship. The Chehalis was 311 feet in length, her beam was 49 feet, and she drew 14.5 feet of water. In January 1945, USS Chehalis completed her shakedown trials off the coast of Galveston, Texas, and sailed for the Western Pacific, where she participated in operations against the Japanese Empire in the areas of the Philippine Islands and the Okinawan Archipelago. Upon conclusions of hostilities in the Pacific, several typhoons forced many ships from the area. As a result, in December of 1945, USS Chehalis sailed to the port of Tacoma, Washington, where she was welcomed by the residents of the town of Chehalis, Washington, who paid for the ship with purchased war bonds. Her assignments following World War II had Chehalis operating in the eastern Pacific near the coasts of Washington and Oregon. Soon, however, her crew would find themselves at their next fateful destination, Pogo Pogo Harbor on the island of American Samoa. At 01:23 Samoan time, on 7 October 1949, as Chehalis lay alongside the Navy dock at Tutuila, transferring highly flammable aviation gasoline, she exploded and started to burn. The ship had been burning for hours, and because the fire could not be contained, she was eventually towed away from the fuel terminal, at which point the USS Chehalis' starboard anchor was deployed to hold her away from the dock facility as she continued to burn. Shortly after 1500 hours on 8 October, 1 10-inch and 2 6-inch through-hole valves were opened to flood the Chehalis' compartments and eventually submerge her with just a small portion of the bow still exposed at 23:25. When she sank, there were 76 enlisted U.S. Navy personnel and 4 officers assigned to sea duty on the Chehalis. 6 crew members were killed or missing as a result of the explosion and subsequent fire, but only 4 bodies were recovered and identified. Today, Chehalis rests on her starboard side in 160 feet of water, approximately 310 feet offshore from the inner Pago Pago Harbor BP Oil Southwest Pacific Limited Fuel Pier.
In the Colgren, wherefore many mere have gone. Lay me down in the Colgren.